rolling to WrestleMania.
Okay. That's good.
Because you know Vince loves his car-related puns. Since we got fast lane and over the limit.
Get a roadblock.
Oh yeah, roadblock. Yeah, they did that a couple of times. But no, this is the pay-per-view that used to be the stop between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Now it's one of two, I guess. The Elimination Chamber. Raw pay-per-view this year.
Yep. It's going to be dual brands next year.
Oh god. 4-hour pay-per-view. That's gonna suck.
Before we get started on all that business, I suppose we better start reviewing the matches.
Yeah.
Let's start with the one thing neither of us watched. We're of course talking about the pre-show.
The dreaded pre-show.
Well, this was slightly better. Purely because you had a couple of good brothers in attendance.
Fighting a couple of nerds.
They are nerds.
Nope, we didn't watch it.
We had one match on the pre-show. We had Gallows and Anderson facing off against the Miz Taraj.
God.
And this will come to no shock to you at all. Gallows and Anderson picked up the victory with that devastating magic killer.
Killed the magic.
To Curtis Axel.
Dead. That's it. Just no more magic.
Yeah.
Now, on to the main show. And we kick things off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match.
We did. And it was funny. After the first couple of entrants came out, I turned around to my wife straight away and I said, right, Sonya Deville and Bayley are kicking this match off. And lo and behold, they did.
Yeah.
And then very unpredictably, the first entrant from the chambers was Mandy Rose.
Yeah. We want some Mandy. I do.
You always do.
Yeah, this turned into the whole 2-on-1 situation. And at this point, you knew who was coming out next.
Mickey James.
No. just no. Not Mickey James.
No,
Bailey's
I'm playing.
best friend in the whole world.
Sasha Banks.
Boss Town.
And if I remember now, I think the first elimination was Mandy Rose.
It was.
Did she tap out to a statement?
Yeah, I should know this, having only watched this like 4 days ago. But yeah, I do believe she did. And the crowd were very harsh to her in singing, no. So it's her first chamber, cut the gospel slap.
Yeah. Then conveniently enough, I think the next to go was Sonya Deville.
Brilliant.
So, not a good night for Absolution.
Then we had the fifth person out, which was Mickey James.
Right. And of course that then means Alexa Bliss was the last to escape the pod.
Yeah, she got the lucky draw.
Yeah. And then Mickey James was next to go. So Alexa didn't have one of her new best friends by her side.
No.
So you would have thought predictably this would turn around to be a 2-on-1 on Alexa.
Oh, that's how it started. I mean, I like the bit here. Like, they were chasing her all around the pod. She was climbing up, climbing around, trying to get away from them. Then we had that moment where egos got in the way, and it was Sasha who did the dirty deed. Damn it. So predictable.
But it was only sort of half-assed. It wasn't like full blown heel turn or anything, or turning her back on her.
No, she just pushed her.
Yeah. And then I believe, then Bailey started to get the upper hand, and she went to go for the Bailey to belly suplex from that middle rope, and you thought it was all over. Then Alexa came in with the roll up.
Oh no, the dreaded roll up.
And she eliminated Bailey. So then it was down to the boss and Alexa. Straight away I knew how it was going.
Yeah, this didn't shock me at all.
Right. Although I liked how it got ended.
Yeah, it was nasty looking DDT.
Yeah. Alexa successfully defended the women's title with a top rope DDT.
It's a little what Orton used to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it anymore.
No. But then again, apart from RKO, he doesn't really seem to do an awful lot these days.
No, and then they did your favourite thing.
After match interview.
In the ring, the after match interview. And this part I did like because she sort of played on the crowd a bit. They were, cheering her on, so she played the whole face. Oh yeah, I did this for all the women. And then turned on them. And they went, no, I didn't do it for any of you.
None of you deserve me. I did it all for me.
Oh my god. Classic heel turn, 101.
So yeah, a good way to start the show off.
Yeah, they didn't do too badly.
And then it's time for the Raw Tag Team title match. They're defending against Titus Worldwide.
Oh yeah.
Don't you worry, Dana Brooke was at ringside crushing them numbers.
Good girl. That's what they pay her for.
Apparently.
Titus Worldwide has a lot of employees. Well, this was okay, I guess. Not a very long match.
Yeah, you had a lot of Apollo getting beat up in this match.
Yeah.
And so, the big build up to Titus getting the hot tag and coming in and taking control of this match. But never really ever properly happened.
No.
And they ended up picking up the victory in this one.
Yep, Sheamus with the bro kick on Titus O'Neil.
Oh dear.
As soon as it hit him, it went, ooh! Knocked him out. And that was it. The Bar, still the tag team champion. Who's going to stop them? Right, on to a match that everyone was looking forward to about 2 years ago when it was first teased.
Asuka versus Nia Jax.
Oh, that's not the one I was talking about.
Sorry.
Okay, well, we'll do the women's first.
No, we'll do that one first. So in the end, it was a bit of a flop anyway.
Yeah, neither of them have been any good.
We're, of course, talking about Woken Matt Hardy against Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a little tease there. I thought, oh yeah, NXT when they both faced one another.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
The great war of words on Twitter.
Yeah. The interbrand affair, which it was at the time.
So yeah, I'd love to give this match a glowing report, but to be honest, I was bored watching it.
I was very bored.
The problem is, the booking of this rivalry hasn't been very good at all, and it's just sort of like, why should I care about this rivalry?
Well, they did this whole promo video to build it up, and I was just like, okay, that's really explained nothing.
Pretty much. So yeah. But in the end, after a few teases, the world became woken. Yes. With a twist of fate to Bray.
So that's tied the series at 1-1, which I said would happen. So now it means that eventually there'll be a third match somewhere down the line.
Spoiler alert, WrestleMania.
And for the love of God, just don't do a normal singles match. They've done it twice now, and neither of them.
I'm going to add something onto here. Don't do a normal match, and do not do a House of Horrors match.
They're never doing that again.
Good, because it was goddamn awful. Garbage.
Stunk the joint out.
Right, let's get on to the other match, which we earlier discussed.
Yeah, it's not exactly 2 years in the making, because we saw it 2 years ago.
Asuka versus Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And the stipulation was if Nia beat Asuka, she was getting added to the WrestleMania match.
Yeah. And they changed Nia Jax's entrance thing. It's now got Irresistible Force written in it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It was okay. For what it was. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
But the problem is, you knew how this was going to end.
Because, I mean, Nia Jax had pretty much most of the offense here.
Yeah.
The story they were telling.
As she should. Yeah, at the end of the day, Asuka's a twig. Nia Jax should be obliterating her.
I mean, she kept going for the submissions, and they were like, oh, Asuka's... She can't lock it in properly. Nia keeps powering out of them. How's she going to win? And immediately you're thinking, she's probably going to steal it with like a fluky roll-up or something.
Devastating roll-up.
And how did it end?
With a devastating roll-up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Great.
But that wasn't it. There was a bit of after-match shenanigans. Nia speared Asuka through the security barrier.
She did. She took her out good and proper.
And then just left.
Yeah. Now we're on to the main event of the evening.
Oh, this is it.
The Elimination Chamber match to determine who's gonna face the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. Even though we all knew about 11 months ago who it was gonna be.
Oh, yeah. This is the worst kept secret in the WWE.
Oh, dear. It's alright, what we know already, people. The Miz is starting number 1. He's opening the match up. And Elias is number 6.
Yeah.
Well,
7.
yeah, 7, technically. And as we thought, it started off with a triple threat. It was Seth, Finn, and The Miz starting the match off.
But one thing I did like, normally I don't give The Miz any credit, but he was walking around like taunting all the people.
Yeah.
He went to taunt Braun Strowman, and he just hit the chamber. And Miz nearly flew about 4 feet. He was, oh, God.
And the other bit I liked that he done. As soon as the match started, he looked at Seth and he was like, right, me and you against him.
No.
And then Seth was like, no,
man.
I don't trust you, I'm not teaming with you. And then Miz was like, oh, okay. Finn, me and you against Seth. And then again Finn followed out for a minute, he was like, nah.
That's not happening.
And then Finn and Seth both looked at one another. Me and you against the Miz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he proceeded to get his ass kicked.
He did. So yeah. Then I believe the first one to come out of the pods was Golden Boy himself.
Yep.
Then it was
Yeah, I think it was Braun.
It was Braun. And obviously, no. I think it was Roman. And then, of course, that left. Obviously it's Strowman. Because Elias is last.
This was fun. It's like Roman just stopped because he knew Strowman was coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, I think he was eyeing up the Miz or Finn for a spear. And yeah, they started doing the countdown. He just looked at Braun. Stopped whatever he was doing. So they had a bit of a moment. And then we got to the last entrant, Elias. And by this point, Braun had destroyed the whole ring. And the countdown started and he just went straight over to Elias's pod and just waited for him. The door slid open and then Elias grabbed the door and shut it back up.
He didn't want none of that.
Oh dear.
I gotta say, this was one hell of a performance from Strowman.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I mean, he pretty much eliminated everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I think Elias was the first to go.
I think it was Miz.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. The Miz was first to go. Then I think it was Elias. And I believe it was
Cena. Yeah.
When next?
Because it came down to Seth, Roman, and Braun.
And at this point, Braun had eliminated all three men.
Well, like, normally in Elimination Chambers, they do this big match spot where everybody hits their finisher on the big man. Yeah. And then they all pin him to eliminate him. And they did this time. And he kicked out of it every time. So they even did like a 4 powerbomb on him.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And they all pinned him at the same time. And he kicked out of that.
Yeah.
And he got speared, kicked out of that. AA'd, kicked out of that. It's like nothing could put him down.
Got a curb stomp as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as I say, came down to the final three. Roman, Seth, and Braun. Seth was the next guy eliminated by Braun.
Yeah, another power slam.
So, unfortunately, it got down to these two neutral. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Right, Roman's winning this. Turn it off. There's no need to watch it.
Yeah, at this point, I was like, yeah, okay. There's only one way this is going.
And, note at this point, one of the pods had already been destroyed by Braun.
Yeah. Just there.
So, and then, come down to the final two. It was Braun pretty much for 5 minutes beating up Roman. And then you had that inevitable Superman comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Try not to bore you too much. Roman hit a Superman punch on him, on Braun, dazed him a little bit. Then he turned around, hit him with the spear, and picked up the victory.
Yeah.
So, the worst kept secret in the world. We knew it 11 months ago. Roman's going to WrestleMania to face Brock.
But at least Braun let the fans go home happy because he picked Roman back up, power slammed him again.
And he broke another pod by launching him into it.
Yeah. So like the end of the show was just Roman lying in a heap of broken plastic.
And that was how the chamber ended.
And I was happy with that. Not happy with the result, but
could have been better, could have been worse. It wasn't a bad show overall.
No, they just got to work on the whole predictability thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and we're forgetting one thing that happened slightly earlier in the night.
Yeah, we didn't even do a prediction for this thing.
No, you can't really do a prediction for a contract signing. Well, you could. You could have predicted one thing, but there was no point because it happens in every one.
Oh, God.
So we had the long and overwaited contract signing of Ronda Rousey.
Right.
And for some strange reason, we started with Kurt, Triple H, and Stephanie in the ring.
Yeah.
And then they brought out Ronda. Had a bit of an acknowledgement with Kurt, them both being Olympian competitors. And then, yeah, so then it got to the contract signing part, and then Kurt was like, oh, by the way, Ronda, Stephanie said this about you earlier. And I was, oh, my God. I think it was something along the lines of, finally, we're going to own Ronda, and she's going to be our bitch.
Yeah, he said, Triple H said it. He was like, whoa. I didn't say that. Kurt's been delirious. He's had the flu. We don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, and then we had I got to the stage where Kurt said a couple more home truths, and then Triple H dragged him up the entrance ramp and said, Kurt, you're ill. You need to get seen by the doctor. You don't know what you're saying. And then this was getting Ronda really fired up. And then Triple H came back in the ring, tried to calm things down. And this ended with Triple H getting put through the table by Ronda Rousey. And then Stephanie came in, got all huffed and puffed, and then slapped her across the face.
Yeah, that's clever.
And then she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm going, I'm leaving.
And she left pretty quickly.
Yeah. So and then Ronda stood over Triple H's body and officially signed on the dotted line.
Oh dear, what does this mean?
So, what's going to go down on Raw tomorrow night? Is Kurt going to be out of a job?
Oh God.
It's going to be the Mick Foley situation all over again.
No, we don't need that again. Poor Mick.
So, and that was the actual end.
Well, the chain was the actual end, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
The end of the review.
Okay. Right, that'll about do it. We've waffled on long enough about this show. From your hosts, the master of the brain damage,
Martin?
and the one and only Sam H. We'll see you again for the next one.